Hello, my name is Alejandro Varela Murillo, and in this occasion, I'm going to talk about a country called Djibouti. So, my title is Report in Djibouti. This is a very interesting country which many people have not heard about before. So, where is Djibouti? Djibouti is a country in the continent of Africa. As you can see in the map, Djibouti has border with Somalia, which is the big horn of Africa, and in the north it has border with Eritrea, and in the south it has border with Ethiopia. Um, it also has a very strategic location in the strait that unites the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. And it makes this country a very small country, but in a very strategic location in that strait that in the other side is Yemen and the Arabic Peninsula. So we're gonna talk about some facts about Djibouti. So the capital of Djibouti is called Djibouti as well, and in fact is the biggest city in this country. Um, Also, we can see here that the population of this country is very small. It's 921,804. This was the count in 2020. So it's a very small population. It's it says here that the area it's also quite small. It's about the size of New Jersey with around 23,000 square kilometers. Uh, so it also the most spoken language in this country is French due to the colonization of French for about 2 centuries, and but it also they speak as well Arabic and English. The currency of Djibouti is called the Djiboutian franc. This is the currency that they use there, and quite interesting is one of the most expensive countries in Africa. This is due to the widely uh, presence of military bases from other countries like France, United States, England. All of them have military presence in Djibouti, and this makes one of the most expensive countries in Africa, if not the most expensive. I was listening a testimony of a person, of a tourist in Djibouti, and he says he spent the cheapest hotel was about 104 $104, or and food it's between $15 and $20 for a simple dish of food. So it makes a very expensive country. But the the sad part is that about like 3/4 or of the population live in extreme poverty. So these were some facts about Djibouti. Now we're gonna talk about some facts of history. So in the third century, the Abel immigrants came to this region. These were immigrants from the Arabic Peninsula, and this is this became the most prominent ethnic group in Djibouti. They are called the Afars. This ethnic group became the Afars. After that, the Somali Isas came to the region too. Uh, these two ethnic groups are pretty much most of the population in Djibouti. The Islams came to the region in 1825 when the Muslim expansion by Muhammad happened, and then in 1843 was when the French colonized this region. Besides, because they expand a lot throughout Africa, and they colonized this region in 1843. And something interesting is that they in 1973 a votation was made that, and the colony decided that they wanted to remain under the French colonization. But in 1973 they became independent. This happened after a lot of years of wars between the both ethnic groups and of course the colonizers. Now we're gonna talk about some culture facts and interesting things that are about Djibouti. The French influence is very, very widely spread in this country, especially in the language, which we already mentioned is the most spoken language in the country. We can talk about the food, which most restaurants open like French baguette, or like typical French food. It's the dishes that they cook are very French influence, and their pastry and architecture, very European architecture in their buildings in the cities. There is a leaf, an narcotic leaf called khat. This khat, it's a leaf they import from Somalia, and it's legal, and it's very widely used by men in that region. And typically they eat this leaf after lunch, similar to what the Incas, like in Peru, like indigenous people eat coca leaves. Same thing with this leaf called khat, they eat by lunch. And some music is very influenced by the Somali folk, which they share by the other parts of the same ethnic group in that area. The Somali folk is their most common music. And about crime rate, in 2015 it was recorded 6.9 homicides per 100,000 people. This is a rate that was done in 2015, and to compare to the world average in 2015 was 7.6 homicides per 100,000 people. This is actually not the safest country, but it's relatively safe country in the sense of the military presence, and also the cities, especially Djibouti capital. It's very secure, and there is armed and police people everywhere, so this has reduced the crime rates significantly. So it's relatively a safe country in Africa. So I hope this video was helpful for you that are listening, and that you learn a little bit from this unique country in Africa called Djibouti. Thank you for watching.